What's good, squad? It's the big homie SB23 back at you with some more words of wisdom. Today we're gonna talk about confidence is key. Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It's SB23 Entertainment across all platforms, or SB23. Spread the knowledge and the gems out to anybody else who might need it, or you think could utilize the information that I'm giving out. But yeah, confidence is key. And to understand confidence, we got to first understand the difference between confidence and cockiness. So there's nothing wrong with being a little cocky, you know what I mean? Because with that, it's really just a little bit of ego that you're bringing out. So for me, for instance, I have a little bit of cockiness, but that's only because of my confidence. It's not because of me thinking I'm better than anybody else. You always want to have a little bit of ego, because the ego is there to keep you safe, but it's also there to give you some sort of encouragement if you don't naturally have it. So again, there's the difference between being egotistical or arrogant and just being extremely confident. So I would say I'm extremely confident more than cocky, but they're similar in a way, so I can see how someone would interpret my confidence or my extreme confidence for cockiness. But I'm not I'm cocky in the sense of I'm well aware of my strengths, and I lean into those strengths to maximize my potential and my capabilities. And again, I'm not arrogant and or I'm not walking around with a cocky essence or aura. I'm just walking around extremely confident. So what are some ways that you can build your confidence? Going to the gym, like I always say. For me, I just came out the gym. That's a easy way to build up your confidence, because the better you feel about yourself, the more confidence you'll have, the more self-esteem you'll have. Then you're not looking to others in order for you to fill your cup of self-esteem up. If you're putting the work in yourself and you see the results every day, then you'll have your own internal cup of self-esteem that you're filling up. So again, for me, I make it a point to go to the gym as much as possible so that I can keep my physique strong, so I can be strong mentally, because it takes a lot of mental strength to be in the gym too, along with physical strength. Because in order to get over those humps, like I was talking about in one of my recent videos, you got to dig deep. You got to dig deep into that ego sometimes and pull out that extra energy and that extra strength and power that your normal self might not have. So when you go into the gym, going to the gym is also a good way to learn how to control that other side too, because you can bring it out and utilize it without it coming out in a bad way to hurt people. So being confident or building your physical physique into whatever way you want it to be will automatically generate confidence. And then again, if you're hitting your goals at the gym, if let's say you're getting tired, and then you instead of quitting and ending the session early, if you dig deep and push through that and catch your second or third win, then that also too will build your confidence, because now you're seeing that you can surpass your limits. And that's another way to build confidence, is to push past whatever limits you might feel you have in your mind. So anybody that knows me or hangs around me, they know that I like I watch anime. You know, I got all different sides to me, street side, book smart, business savvy, and then I'm a nerd too. So when I get into my nerd bag, I like to watch anime. One of my favorite animes is Dragon Ball Z, and the whole premise of that show is surpassing your limits. So every time you come up against something that might seem like it's something that is unattainable or unreachable, the characters within that show, they push past those limits, and then they unlock new forms of themselves. So when I get into the gym, I kind of embody that same sentiment, to where it's like, okay, if I hit a plateau, and a plateau is just, once you reach a level, it's like a level that you reach that you might not be able to get past. When you hit that plateau, now it's just incorporating different things within your sessions in order to push past those limits. So if you hit a point of no return, to where you feel like, oh, I don't know if I can do any more than this, now you dig deep, you let that dog out, like I was saying in my other videos, or whatever animal you might envision in your mind. Like for me, I don't actually envision a dog. For me, my spirit animal, or whatever you would like to call it, is a tiger. And so I unlock that beast, and I'll let that beast out the cage, and then dig deep and push past those limits to unlock a new form of myself. So, and then I see the results. So that within itself builds confidence, because now you're like I was saying before, you're integrating your shadow side and incorporating that power along with your natural power, and now you're creating a new version of yourself. You're unlocking a new power. So that right there instills confidence. Another thing that will instill confidence is tapping into whatever your strengths are and then maximizing them. So for me, there's a lot of things that I lean on, which is my intelligence and my wittiness, and my ability to adapt to any situation that's thrown my way. And again, how do I do that? Is by taking whatever energy is thrown my way and shifting it. I manipulate that energy into energy that I can control, and then I focus that energy into something else. So like I've been saying with my music, if I'm going through a dark time or whatever, I'll take that dark energy, I'll manipulate that energy into good energy, and then I'll put it out through music, or I'll put it out through my various other things that I'm into, like my businesses, or you know, whatever I'm doing. I'll change that energy, and then take a good thing and turn it into a positive. So that's another way to build confidence, because now you're telling yourself, okay, no matter what comes my way, I know I can handle it, because I have a good way of dealing with whatever situation it is. And everybody has their own way of dealing with stuff. The best thing to do is to find whatever it is within you that's your strength, and then tap into that. So for somebody else, it might be their ability to speak. Another person might be their ability to create things with their hands, like if you're a sculptor or a carpenter or a mason or whatever you might get into. Somebody else, it might be singing or artwork, you know, painting, whatever it is that you do. Some people, it might be helping people. So I know some people like to do charity. Whatever it is that's your strength, whatever it is that gives you some sort of feel of purpose, tap into that, and then walk down that path, and it'll give you confidence, because you're doing whatever it is that you naturally like to do. And by not only doing that to help yourselves, doing it to help others, because you never know, whatever you might be doing might inspire somebody. Even if you're not physically helping them in their everyday life, whatever you're doing might inspire somebody to go do something that they want to do. So you never know when you're making an impact on somebody else. Even if you don't even know this person, even if you don't even know this person is even paying attention to you, you could be inspiring them to do something within themselves that will give them confidence. Another way to give yourself confidence is to help others. Like I was just saying, you want to help somebody who might not have the ability to do whatever it is that you're doing, or the means, or whatever the case may be. You can help them out, and then by doing that, that gives you a positive energy flow coming towards you, and then now you're being blessed, and then that within those blessings, now you're going to build confidence. So that's another way to do it. Another way too is to be active in like sports or something, whatever sport that you like to play. even if you don't, not everybody is supposed to be in the league. You know what I mean? Not everybody is supposed to be a superstar player, but that doesn't mean that you can't play a sport and still have fun with it and build your confidence. There are other types of leagues out here. I know one of my good friends, he's in a bunch of different leagues, and I plan on joining one when I get some free time myself, just to have fun first off, and then two, to just keep up that stamina and that youthfulness. So yeah, if you enjoy doing something, like some sort of activity, softball, volleyball, flag football, basketball, hockey, whatever it is, go find you a league and go get into that league, and then be consistent with it. And that within itself, once you are consistent and you moving around and doing what you're doing, you tap into that inner child that's having fun, and now you're going to build confidence off of that, because not only are you doing it for yourself, but now you're doing it with peers, and that's something that you can create bonds and stuff with. So that's another way to tap into your confidence and stuff like that. And again, don't let anybody else's lack of self-esteem make you feel some type of way, because oftentimes people will look at you and see how confident you are, and because they're not confident, now they want to paint your character as cocky or arrogant, and you might have a little bit of cockiness within you, but that doesn't make you a cocky person. That just means that you are just confident, and you're just really confident in what you do. As long as you're not walking around here putting anybody else down and actually feeling like you're better than somebody else, like seriously better than somebody else, then there's nothing wrong with having extreme confidence within yourself. But again, if you're walking around egotistical and supremely arrogant, then yeah, now you're walking within a way that is not of the light and not doing any good for yourself or anybody else around you, because then nobody's gonna want to even be around you, or deal with you, period. So I know, again, for me, a lot of people in my life will attest to the fact that I am supremely confident in my skills and my abilities, but I'm not cocky at all, Well, not to the sense of being arrogant. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of cockiness, because we all are competitive too. There's nothing wrong with being competitive, as long as you ain't hurting nobody within the competition, then that's fine. But some people could be so egotistical, they'll go to any means or length to win a game, you know what I mean, or they'll do whatever they got to do to win. So I'm not that type of person. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose, and I'll take that loss with the same grace that I'll take the win. So there is a difference. You don't ever let anybody paint you out as to being something that you're not. If you're extremely confident within yourself, there's nothing wrong with that at all. That's what you should be, confident in your skills and your attributes. But if somebody's trying to paint you as being arrogant or cocky, then that's just somebody who doesn't understand you, and they lack self-esteem within themselves. And you might not want to hang around that person, because they might feel some type of way, and then they might move some type of way to try to bring you down to their level instead of them rising up to where you're at. So again, there's nothing wrong with having confidence. You should walk around with confidence, and there's a multitude of things you can do to build your confidence. And instead of hating on somebody else who you might see as supremely confident, just do what you need to do in order to build your own confidence, and then walk on that same level with them. And and again, within this world, we do compete, but we shouldn't be competing with each other to the extent of bringing somebody else down. If you're friends with somebody, or if you're family members, or if you're a lover, you shouldn't be secretly in competition with somebody because you feel some type of way about something about them. That just means there's a lack of something within you that you need to fix and address. If you're going to compete with somebody, at least put it on the forefront. Don't be in the behind the scenes being secretive, trying to bring somebody down because you feel some type of way about them and their success, or where they're at energetically compared to you. Do what you need to do to build your confidence, and Just know who you are with your strengths and lean on those. But all right, y'all, that's the big homie. I'm out of here. I'll holla.